Welcome back, everyone. Let's get into this. The reason I'm making this video, because I'm still seeing the shenanigans with content creators. They're still at it. They never got the memo. What I'm talking about? People like Driver Mike and other people similar like him, pushing that information out there. You gotta have this app. Or you gotta have this app. Or you need to do this and you need to do that. Is it available in your market? Let's start with that. Is it available in your market? If it's not, what's the point? And are the orders that you're getting, or let's say the offers, are they available with those types of payouts? If your town or city or suburbia area is full of miserable human beings who do not understand what a tip should be nowadays in 2025, I don't care what app you download it. If they're all cheapskates, those are all the offers you're going to see all day. I don't care if you're the king of rock and roll. And I don't care if you're the president of the universe. Oh, because you downloaded this app, the customer's going to say, oh, look, Mike downloaded this app, so we have to tip him. Because he downloaded this new app, we have to tip him $10 every time we order. Is that how it's going to go down? No. They're going to be, that market is going to stay the way it is. Sometimes it changes. We understand that. People can move in and out. Some other markets stay the same. We keep saying that everything is a freaking lottery. Markets can flip. But here we got content creators constantly pushing the narrative that, oh, you need to have this app. Or you need to do this, and you'll make millions. Okay? People are doing that and making chiclets and Cracker Jacks. And then when they get back to that same content creator and tell them, well, we did all those things. We did download that app that you told us to download. We did try to do those things that you told us that we need to do to make millions. And we're making chiclets. Guess what? That gets turned around by the content creators telling those people that you're doing something wrong. You don't know how to work the apps like you need rocket science or MIT, how to operate a damn app for delivery service, which is laughable. And it's not their markets. It's everything, but not the customers, the way they're behaving, and the miserable type of human beings that they are. That has nothing to do with it. It's the driver doesn't know how to work the app. That's the answers that they give back. And we have other content creators saying, oh, this is how you do Uber Eats, and this is how you're going to make extra money. Really now? Where's the guarantee with that? You mean you tested this idea with every city and town in existence in the United States, that this has been tested out, and it's guaranteed that everybody's going to make billions of dollars? Where's the proof and where's the evidence? Oh, only in your location. And how many millions of so-called like your location exist in the United States? Are they all the same? Are they the same demographics, let's say? Is the economy the same in every city, town, and suburbia out there? Is it the same? Isn't it more likely that every state is different? Gas prices here is this much. Gas prices there are that much. Housing cost is this much here, and in that area, it's different. Food cost, this is what you pay here. Food cost over there is a lot different, which affects the markets in different states. And proposals that they pass constantly in different states. And things that do affect customers and delivery drivers alike in different states. But oh no, we got these content creators, you need to download this app. Guarantee you're going to make millions. Or you need to do this method with DoorDash, and I guarantee you, they're a bunch of like car salesmen that have turned into a bunch of car salesmen. No wonder Torp is saying that a lot of these content creators out there, they're for the clicks and views. I can agree with that, because I'm seeing it myself. I'm seeing it on a daily basis. Guarantee of what apps you need to have, and guarantee of what to do with these type of apps, and it's a guarantee. How so? Who made these people announce that they are the king of the delivery drivers? That's what I like to know. It's appalling, absurd, and ridiculous. Is whatever the town or location in your market, if this is what they're going to offer, that's all you're going to get. Period. Period. That's all they're going to offer. The customers aren't going to say, oh, we have too many top dashers. Oh, we got to tip more. Oh, we need to make high paying offers because we got top dashers, and we have to guarantee them high paying offers because that's the only way this works. No, that's not how it works. If the location has a lot of people that live in fine and dandy, and they got money up the wazoo, and they're very generous with their orders when it comes to tipping, I don't care what app you're using. You're going to make money no matter what app you're using. Because you're in a market where customers are generous and they're tipping well. As we can see, the base pay is pretty much universal with all these gig economy companies, with the differences little more or less. Not a big difference on the base pays. But what we do see the difference the most is the tips. That's where the difference is big time. Because like I said before, 80 or more %, you're depending on tips. That's where you make most of your money. So that's where the big difference is. So if you're in a market where everybody's a cheapskate and they're miserable human beings, I don't care if you're 20% acceptance rate or 100% acceptance rate, you're a top dasher or you're not. These are the offers you're going to see all day. That's all they're going to give you. That's all they have to offer. They don't create offers out of thin air because you're a top dasher or you're a platinum or diamond status with Uber Eats. And because you exist in that market and you are that type of tier, or you're doing what you're supposed to, other people told you to do, and you're downloading the apps that they told you to do, that the customers are aware of all this information, all we have to do because a content creator told these drivers that they got to do these certain things, and they have to download these certain apps, and the customers in that market, they're aware of that, oh, we have to tip more. Because a certain content creator said so. That's not how it works. That's fantasy land. That's talking rainbows and unicorns. And confusing the hell out of new drivers and even not so new drivers. You're confusing everybody. The best way you explain all this is this. Talk about your market and what works in your market. For everybody else, you tell them the following. You try and test out which app is the one that's working in your market. Because DoorDash can work here, and people are happy with it. In another market, DoorDash is a living hell. Same thing with Uber Eats. It's bad in this market. It's the worst thing. And then in another market, they swear by Uber Eats. They're making a killing. So the most honest way and accurate way, where it doesn't confuse people, is to tell them Download whatever apps are available in your area and try them all. And you'll figure out which one is one that customers are subscribed to the most and where you're getting the most offers. The drivers need to do this test on their own. Period. As far as if you're doing this, or if you do that, it's a guarantee you make millions. That's a lot of smoke and mirrors right there with that statement too. They have to do, the drivers, they have to do that on their own. If their market happened to be generous, they don't have to do anything. They'll see that eventually. When they go out there and work, they'll see that. They already know that. But if they're not seeing good results in their location, they can go to the next town or the city nearby and they can try it on their own and see where they can find better, generous customers, where they can make more money with these offers. They need to do that on their own. But the way these content creators are coming out is like it's a guarantee in any market. That's the idea they're throwing out. It's ridiculous. And it's still going on. And that's why I'm making this video. Enough is enough. Because in my market, they were telling me, oh, you don't know how to do DoorDash. Because I was telling them that I'm not seeing the DoorDash payouts that they were talking about. Oh, you're doing it wrong. You don't know how to run the apps, like you need a rocket science and MIT to know how to run a delivery app. Ridiculous. But then when I downloaded the Spark, I noticed night and day difference between Spark and DoorDash. Because that's the one that's actually working in this market, in this area, in this location. So I had to figure that on my own, that this is the app that it's actually working for a delivery driver, not this one. But it doesn't mean that app is bad or it's wrong. It's that it's not working in this particular location. It works better in a different area. That's it. But now we're at a point that in some markets, including the market that I'm in, they don't care if you're a top dasher or no top dasher. They don't care if you have this app or that app. And they don't care if you're doing this method or if you do this, if you do that, it's a guarantee. They don't care about any of that. They're all miserable human beings right now. And I showed you guys some Instacart screenshots. You're seeing the tips. I didn't show you guys one or two. I show you a bunch. I show you a bunch of screenshots of what they're paying for 35 miles away, 45 miles away, 27 miles away. And actually in those screenshots, the amount of items that you have to pick up, it's not that bad. There's actually other orders that are paying pretty much the same, but with 30 and 40 and 50 items that you have to shop, which is even worse. So like I said, you are of what the location provides. If that's all the location is going to provide in, you can be anything. You can be the king of rock and roll. You can be the president of the world, and they don't care about that. It doesn't matter. And you can try whatever you want to do, tips and tricks and all that shenanigans. They're not going to pay more than $1 or $2. Period. Because I noticed that even with Instacart, because Instacart, there's no such thing as sending you orders to you directly for each driver. That's not how Instacart works. Everything is like a trip radar, like the way it is on Uber Eats. Every order on Instacart is like a trip radar. That means every single order that you see on your phone or on the app with Instacart, it's automatically being sent out to all the Instacart delivery drivers. You don't get not even half of a second to look at the order, it's gone. They're starving. They are starving. They are starving out there. They'll take a $2 going 10 miles. That's how bad it is. A $10 payout, it's like they're treating it like it's a $50 payout now. And that's what a $50 payout turned into, a $10 payout. You're picking up 10 bags of fucking food worth $200, $300, and you get a $10 total pay from DoorDash. Those type of orders that were paying you 20, 30, or 40, or even more. Large orders like that. Now they're sending you orders like with 10 bags, $10 payouts. So you can imagine how much they're paying you for just an average order of one bag or two. You can imagine what those payouts are if the high paying ones are $10. Enough said. Let me know in the comments. Agree or disagree. Catch you guys later.